Hello there.
Hello there.
Today, we are going to be adding to the dark void of content on the internet. Clearly, I am a minimalist, and we are leaning into that concept by starting this with the absolute bare bones minimum decoration. This is the first video that I'm ever going to be posting on the internet, and that is terrifying. Most likely this will only be seen by like 14 people that already know me. But you know what? I still want to put effort into it. Only the best content for my parents and like 2 middle school classmates. So this is the sitch. I love all things music. I love singing it. I love just listening to it. I love writing it. I actually went to college in the swamps with the Swamp Cats and got a bachelor's degree in music production because I love music that much. That was kind of me in my prime. So I want to write music on this channel, but I also want to go outside like a normal and alive human because I don't do that very much. So in these videos, we are going to go out together. Then we are going to choose a sound from the footage that we get there, and we are going to bring it back here and use it to make music. So with the logistics out of the way, this week I decided that I want to scream. I need to get out some tension, and what better way to do that than just climbing up a mountain and screaming. So this last week I made my breakfast, packed up my hiking essentials, got some
burnt bean juice
and a sandwich, and headed up that mountain. Now, the mountain that I chose is really actually just a very large rock. It's called Horsetooth. Fairly self-explanatory. And I chose this particular rock because I think it's funny and it's 20 minutes away. I got to the trailhead and I paid for parking like a good civil servant. Then I armored up. Anyone that knows me as a person knows that I'm built like a Lego, and sometimes my limbs just pop out in random directions. So I had to brace myself quite literally. I received a nice encouraging warning, gave you guys a nice pain smile, and headed up the trail. At the beginning, I had nothing to report other than how out of shape I felt.
Oh, my calves.
The vast majority of footage that I got in this entire experience just has embarrassingly heavy breathing in it. But I was having a blast. This was the first time I'd emerged from my basement hole in a while, so I was just enjoying fresh air and nature. I listened to a nice wide variety of music on this hike, from K-pop to 70s to the Twilight soundtrack. Now, say what you will about those movies, you haters, but those soundtracks were banging. Something that you should know about me as a person is that the longer that my heart rate is elevated, the more that I start to act like I'm on crack cocaine.
I feel like I'm on crack cocaine.
And the more I start to curse for absolutely no reason.
Where the is this?
Sorry, grandmas. And there was no end in sight for that behavior.
Hello, sir.
I gave you a nature walk lesson.
This is a tree. You can tell it's a tree because of the way it is.
A little dance, and even more cursing when I could finally see my destination.
There you are, you little.
I celebrated that milestone by comparing teeth. I don't know. There's also nothing like the potential for social interaction to make you just hurry up.
Oh, there's people.
But by that time, it was just a few more stairs and some balance issues.
Oh Lord.
Perfectly normal for me. And a little bit of rock climbing, and I was there, finally. It's like the top of the world when you get up there. From the front and from the back. and I really needed this. The last few months have been hard. Getting up there with the intention of screaming my head off was exactly the right kind of stress relief that I needed. I looked over the side of the crevasse. Then I just screamed. And it felt so good, especially when some random guy down the mountain screamed back at me. Then I ate a sandwich from Joyzy Mike's. I just hung out for a while. Then I packed everything up and hobbled my way down. Going down is always worse with bad knees than going up. Anyone that's had knee surgery can attest to that.
Ow. 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 Ow.
That was it. My cat gave me a nice little show when I got home.
Oh my god.
And then it was time to edit the sound that I chose, which was clearly the scream from the very beginning. So I work in Logic Pro, mostly, and this is what the sound of the scream was before I edited it at all. Edited it. Oh good lord. Edited it. And now we are going to build something completely different. So I threw the sound of my scream into Logic Pro's trusty sampler and messed around with the synth filter option and something called an envelope until I got kind of a baseline sound that I liked. Then outside of the sampler, I threw on something called a chorus effect, which is a type of modulation. I messed with something called equalization, which is frequencies. And I messed with that a lot. Then I just loaded some reverb on it, or put simply echo, and I liked how it sounded. So I put it in a song.
Are you out of shape? Do you have COVID? Did your dog escape 'cause you left him out yesterday? Are you running low on cinnamon toast crunch? You're losing it, so go. You need some lunch. Boy, have I got a solution for you. Eat a sandwich on a rock. Rock, 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 rock. It won't make anything better, but you'll be eating a sandwich. Happens to be on a rock. Eat a sandwich on a rock. Rock, 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 rock. It won't make anything better, but you'll be eating a sandwich. Happens to be on a rock. Rocks are pretty cool, though, in case you forgot.
If you stuck around this long, thank you for watching. If you didn't hate it, it would be kind of fun to hit 420 subscribers at some point in my life. Consider liking and subscribing. Oh my god, I never thought that I would say that in my life. I'm looking at you, Mr. Clark from AP Lang and Comp. If you even use YouTube, he probably has no memory of who I am. Thank you guys. See you next time.